Hello, I'm Rich Dean with West Coast Collector Cars in Oregon, and today I have a 1971 Volkswagen Beetle to show you. Now this particular car might be considered a survivor type of car, in as much as it really wears most of its original paint. It's never been restored, it's just been maintained through the years, and it's had two owners, one that owned it about 5 or 6 months in 1971 after he purchased it, and then a friend of his bought it in 1971, and he's kept it ever since. So I want to take you around the car and show you some of its attributes. I'll even show you some of the things that you can tell it's had some use, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes, and personally, I like cars that you can actually use and enjoy, and this is a fine example of that if somebody wants a nice Volkswagen. Now, 1971, as I mentioned in the text ad, is sort of a pivotal year in that this was the last of the regular Volkswagen Beetles. In about mid-year 1971, they started building Super Beetles, and they were a little bit bigger. They provided more trunk space in the front, and as time went on, people sort of began to appreciate this type of bug or Beetle and the prior years as opposed to the Super Beetle. But let me go over the car and show it to you. This car is finished, most of its original paint, which was called Shantung Gold, and really it's for all intents and purposes, it's a pastel yellow. But all the trim on it is original, and it's all here, it's all on the car. It's a nice condition. The wheels are original, it's got new tires on it, which is good. The chrome is nice on it. The bumpers are nice, the chrome. All the lights work, the turn signals, all the lights, all the gauges and so forth work. Its electrical system is in excellent shape. Everything works, it's nice. Show you the interior here. Interior's in nice shape. These door panels are excellent, and these are original. Now, the seats, these are original seats, but these seat covers are upholstery. This was refinished in probably the early 80s sometime, so they're kind of done in this nice velour, which is probably more comfortable than the original, and they look nice in here, but they're not the original. It does have an aftermarket stereo there. And as you can see, the headliner's in nice condition too. So it was just sort of maintained well. The engine is a 1600, which is this is the original engine for the car. And it runs great. It just starts right up, even when it's stone cold. And everything works well in here. They were about 60 horsepower, so you're not going to win too many races or anything with it, but that's just kind of how they were. Tail lights are in nice condition. Most of the paint that you see here is really nice. Let me take you around, show you a couple of things. There's a couple little spots here. I don't know what happened here, but it's got a little bit of a spot there that you can see on the paint. And you can see, where I see it here, where the paint was rubbed off. I mean, who knows? Could have backed out of the garage and done that. So just to point out, as nice original condition as this car is, it does have some issues. Like there's some peppering here on the paint. I mean, the paint's nice, but you can see where from rock chips and such over the years. Let me pop the hood here. The hood latch for these, it does have an inside hood latch, and that's in the glove box. Just pull this lever down here. Then you come over here and push the button and open the bonnet, I guess it is, or the front mounted trunk. Original jack here. Your tools. Not a whole lot to talk about in here, but it is original. I wanted to show it to you. This is your windshield washer bottle, still intact. A lot of these bugs really didn't, in their original state, didn't last too well. You know, they typically changed hands, and you know, younger people got them as their first cars and such, and so a lot of them just didn't survive well. But this one has really lasted well through the years. So, you know, somebody wants a cool little bug to run around in, you know, this is what you want right here. So what I'm going to do is I'll jump in it real quick, start it up. You know, sounds like a typical Volkswagen. You'll know what I mean. And I'll just drive around the parking lot so that you get an idea of how it sounds. Drive. Couple things to point out to you, just so you know, the transmission shifts great, the clutch works great. You know, this is they're really light in the front, so they steer like they have power steering, and this is no exception. This car really steers well. All the glass is nice, you know, windows roll up well, and you know, and the visors are intact. Let's see, little heater works. It's still intact. Just a nice, simple little bug that's survived through the years, and basically almost a one owner, really. But at any rate, if I can answer any further questions for you about this Beetle, don't hesitate to give me a call. My name is Rich Dean. Again, and my phone number is 503-851-6763, and thank you for watching today.